Tired of having to stream in 720p in StreamYard or having to pay more to get 1080p quality? We got you.
Yo, Adapt. I'm gonna let you finish, but Rakai and DDG had the best streams all year. They should have won Breakout Streamer of the Year this year.
Honestly, and on that point, I'm not gonna lie, DDG production, bro, was so fucking great. I can't even lie. And Kai went and Rakai went dumb stupid. Rakai went so stupid, bro. I can't even name a time that I don't know of clip of Rakai going like just doing some like outrageous crap. But it's good. It's good. Honestly, if you want my opinion, who I think should have won a streamer of the year, I'm not dissing Adapt. Who I think should have won, and this is my opinion. Forgive me for saying this, is DDG. I think DDG should have won. I'm gonna tell you why. Production. Him getting a team, putting a team together, them having shit going on. DDG has to be the most growing Twitch content creator that I've seen. Like he hit the ground running, and then bro, you can't lie. Everybody was screaming, "My ball! Who's my ball?" And every woman had them "My ball" shorts on. Man, hey, like, bro, like, and then also, like, I gotta agree with DDG. They didn't have none of his viral clips up there that would have made people think else. Why? He has some great clips, but Rakai has some great moments too. Any of them fellas would have won. I would have been like, that's a W clip. With Adapt winning, I'm not taking it. I'm not taking it from that fella because he went crazy too, in my opinion. So.
Real quick, y'all. I know Breakout Streamer of the Year went to Adapt. And congratulations, and we respect you for what you did. But Rakai should have won Breakout Streamer of the Year and DDG. I don't care what y'all say. Shout out Rakai, shout out boom, 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 boom.
If you ever want your event ruined, just invite a pick-me male-centered woman named India Love and give her a microphone. Just yesterday, the most divisive event in streamer history took place, aka the Streamer Awards. The reason why it's noted as the most divisive event in streamer history is because up until this moment, there has been so much conversation surrounding it. Whether it be the fact that some kick streamers weren't involved in any of the categories, whether it be claims of it being a buddy-buddy.
I'm not even gonna lie, like I wasn't even too like much into the streamer awards thing. But one thing I did notice is like, I don't know if Neon won anything. I'm gonna have to check on that. But I do feel like Neon and Aiden should have been up there in there. Aiden is one of the most influential streamers in the world. Neon is too, and I feel like Aiden and Neon don't get credit. I don't know what they did to piss anybody off, but I mean, I'm not like it could be fuck me up, Neon, but I'm just talking about as far as work ethic. Like I can't really I can't oversee work ethic. I could say them fuck them as a people, but as work ethic, when they're putting out content as much as they put out content, I can't oversee that.
System where friends of the show are being brought on and glazed on all night, or whether it be about QT Cinderella, the host of the Streamer Awards, doesn't really know anybody. She's just inviting whoever to stay in good graces. This event has so much controversy surrounding it going into it, it would only make sense that it would be a night of controversy. And while there are other things to elaborate on, we've got to get into the pick me queen, India Love, and how she ruined the Streamer Awards. If you haven't yet already, go ahead and hit the
I don't think she ruined the Streamer Awards because let's be real, I feel like the Streamer Awards would have been ruined, bro. Like the jokes that they made at the beginning of the Streamer Awards was distasteful. The Kai Cenat joke, the Rakai joke, those are very distasteful jokes. Like and with your rage, basically asking your rage what is his favorite color from the rainbow. All of that is very distasteful. And I don't know why those type of dishes even went on. It's just crazy, and I feel like they're just picking on certain people, and that's my opinion. I feel like they was picking on certain people. I didn't see anybody like Clicks get picked on. I don't see Adapt getting picked on. Obviously, India Love went on there and said something which she should have never said, but it is what it is. It wasn't like it was a whole like she didn't go up there attacking Adapt and saying Adapt stuff wasn't as good. She was just saying that from her standpoint, their work ethics should have won them the award. And ain't that what everybody else is saying, but they're not speaking out? Everybody else agree with that. They just haven't really spoke up and said that. But it is what it is.
Subscribe button to this channel. It goes a very, very long way. Now back into the video. Discourse around any award show is always about the nominees and who the committee decides to select as far as winners, losers, nominees, etc., etc. It never really seems fair, especially when your favorite artist or celebrity or whatever doesn't get represented, but ultimately it is what it is. Breakout Streamer of the Year is defined as a streamer who experienced explosive growth in the past year, establishing themselves amongst the top streamers as one of the most talked about names in streaming. No, I think if you
Now, if you put it as that point, I can see why they get that. I can see why Adapt got it because that's going as at a logical standpoint, right? DDG already had a big fan base before he came to Twitch, and Rakai had a big fan base because he blew up as soon as he started doing content with Kai Cenat. The only person that had a small fan base and didn't have really like a fan base like everybody else was Adapt. He even said he was an old phase member that luckily got put in with the new guys and he flourished.
ask the casual viewing audience, they would have their opinions on this. And most notably, they would probably talk about Rakai and DDG, two people who, for better or for worse, have been in every single conversation. So when they didn't win the award, it came to a surprise for most of the internet. DDG.
Vanilla Mace.
That he said that must be that definitely sounds like Rico, bro, because I don't even know the other cat.
And the Streamer Award goes to Adapt. Nomination and first win.
Now, I'm not here to make a claim about who should have won Breakout Streamer of the Year, what it even means. Did this person break out, X, Y, and Z.
That's facts. Like that's what I'm not here to do. I'm not here to say like DDG deserve it over Adapt. I'm not here to say Rakai deserve it over everybody. I'm just giving my certain opinion. In my opinion, that I feel like all three of them worked their ass off. And I mean, with all three of them being selected well, everybody up there, deserved to be honored. And I feel like even if you didn't win, you should still feel honored because that's people noticing your hard work. You still got nominated, bro. It's only a couple people get nominated, and bro, you should always feel honored to even be up there, bro. I mean, it's not like a small accomplishment. That's a big one.
That doesn't necessarily matter to me. What I am here to discuss is the pick Misha of the entire group, India Love. Granted, it's okay to be upset, but what she did is just so inexcusable. She pulled a Kanye West / Little Mama or a Little Mama / Kanye West and decided to run up on stage, take the mic, and give this drunken monologue about who she thinks should have won.
Hello. Real quick, y'all. I know Breakout Streamer of the Year went to Adapt. And congratulations, and we respect you for what you did. But Rakai should have won Breakout Streamer of the Year and DDG. I don't care what y'all say. Shout out Rakai, shout out, boom, 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 boom.
Now, Miss India, you know that was wildly inappropriate. Like I said, I'm all for people having their own sorts of opinions, but does that mean that I interrupt this show in order to do what she did? Absolutely not. Because we beat.
No. I agree with him. She should have never interrupted the show to give her say all that because that was distasteful as well. And what that was that was downplaying Adapt and all that he worked for. And that was basically like saying that he wasn't good enough to be selected in the top. And that itself is fucked up. When I mean, I feel like he deserved it just as well as all the other fellas. I feel like everybody who was nominated up there was everybody who was out there really working their ass off. And the test of time tells.
There all night with everybody disagreeing, with this person winning, that person losing, etc., etc. At what point do we draw some sort of conclusion? Now, do I agree that Adapt should have won the award? My personal opinion, potentially not. I could not be as tapped in as I should be, but DDG and Rakai had a super big year, but I also thought Blackboy Max took things to an entire different level. But never, and I mean ever, and I do mean ever, when I walk on stage to interrupt them from their award show that they're giving on. That's just the dumbest thing in the world. And rightfully so, she faced consequences for being a pick Misha, and she got kicked out of the event promptly. And not to be on some Karen or any sort of
That's embarrassing, bro. Like that's embarrassing, and she know that's embarrassing. Like it's embarrassing, bro. And like I said, we all have our opinion. We all have our thoughts and takes on things. So like, I don't know what she was thinking. I don't know what she was doing that night. I'm not here to judge on that. Only thing I'm here to say is like we got to do better, man. Especially like when people are winning awards. I mean, like that's like she would have felt some type of way if she would have won the awards. Like if she was nominated for the breakout streamer, and then a woman came up there and said that she's sorry. She felt like Wendy and I don't know, a different streamer should have been, but never Indian Love. Indian Love would have felt a certain type of way. So I mean, but she did apologize. So I mean, we can't brown beat her. She did apologize.
police timing, but yeah, no, you should have been kicked out. I'm glad they took swift measures because they put a lot of effort and energy into this. But that's just the start of the conversation. What happens after that was so baffling to me, but it also lines up with who India Love is. As she's backstage or at some sort of after party having these conversations with these different streamers, it almost seems as though she doesn't realize what she's done and is just living in this moment of whether it be ignorance or still happy about the life that she's living, etc., etc.
Now, as soon as you did that, the Rakai DDG shit, I'm like, the Rakai DDG shit, I'm like, oh shit. When we went up to the stage, I'm like,
Oh, you forgot
you
already.
a savage. For real? For that?
As soon as I sat down, they said, excuse me, you gotta go. Like that with my arm. I said, wait.
Yes, like you don't even take care of your little sister.
No, but honestly, like when I see Rakai, I didn't like how he was sitting.
Yeah.
Like, that nigga ran 2025. No cap, not like that, but like, he should have been like more like, man, fuck this shit. But I didn't like how he was feeling, so I'm like, nah, everybody got that nigga should have won. He should have won. What you talking about? Like, no.
Mind you, she's 35. Idiot, you're a grown woman. A child losing an award and them being emotional about it, or at least the appearance of being emotional about it, isn't the biggest of deals in the world. Have an opinion, that's fine. Don't try to lump Rakai into this situation. What you did was just straight up wrong.
Yeah. Don't, yeah, yeah. What he's saying, he spin facts. Yeah, he spin facts. Like she shouldn't try to like, saying that she was seeing his face and because of the way he was looking, she felt like it was her duty to do it. No, because at the end of the day, Kai is a he's in the industry and he's been in there for a while. He knows what it takes to get where he at, and he know what it takes to get to the top, and he knows when the time to speak up. So if he really felt some type of way, he could have spoke up for himself. You feel me? And all that and all that, I feel like all that could have been handled behind scenes, but doing it in a award, at an award, and doing it at that timing was so distasteful.
And I know what you did it for, the validation of the bros. That's why you're so excited to tell Deshae and other streamers about what you did. And ultimately, the reason
I think it wasn't for the validation of the bros. I think it was for clout. Now hear me out. Her doing that stunt knows that it was going to be publicized to the point that it was. And remember back in the day, people was like, any publicity is good publicity, even bad publicity, because you can turn that into good publicity. Like you can turn people who came to your channel to see your downfall into fans, right? So what I'm saying is I'm thinking she did that because she knew that it would hit around the world like that. And she can eat off of it. You feel me? She can eat off that moment.
Why? The justification. So it makes sense why she would be smirking when she gets phone calls from different streamers.
And I understand, like, a lot of people, well, what do you mean? She can lose a lot of brand deals and things like that. Yeah, but this is a very viral moment. Like, this is not no viral moment that you're gonna be. No, this is something that you're gonna be thinking about years and years upon years. Remember that time India Love came to the streaming awards and ruined it? I'm trying to tell you.
Talking about what she did was fire, what she did was X, Y, and Z, blase, blase, blah.
Bro, she did it for clout. You can tell she did it for clout. She exactly knew what she was doing. That's why when Deshae asked her at the end, she kind of gave her take and put a little sauce on it. Rakai should have won. You know Rakai should have won. Bro, those type of moments are moments that's going to make breakout streamer. Those type of moments. Because when people like, oh, what was your breakout moment? That moment I went to the streaming awards and stole the show? Because she stole the show.
Hold on, Des is calling me.
And in fact, she stole the show. Ain't everybody talking about it? Everybody in the world talking about it.
Mahai.
That was so blood. That was blood.
You heard him? That was smooth blood. That was blood. That was a viral moment. The most viral moment you can have in life was right there for her. She knew it and she knew what she had to do. All right, they might hate me now. They gonna fucking love me later. I put money on it.
Hey, you know me, I'm super.
That was some Kanye little mama. You walked up with her. What the fuck, bloody? Where you at?
What needed to happen. I was gonna make it happen regardless. You know what's crazy though, Des? On my life, when I went over there to go talk to Rakai, I didn't like his demeanor. Like, Rakai head was down. Rakai didn't have his light. I'm like, nah, niggas need to feel this shit. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, he just didn't have, like, Rakai's head was down. His whole, like, I didn't like that shit.
So when
And I understand what she was, but I felt like what she should have did was she should have corrected a princess, QT princess. That would have been a better moment if she would have went up there and corrected her and put her ass in her place and let her know, no, don't be talking to my little brother like that. Because it could have been that, but then it could have been a couple of things that get Rakai feeling like that. Don't you think those disses that was brought up on Rakai to make him feel some type of way? Bro, you're at the streaming awards and people are dissing you. Come on, man. I mean, but you know, this is my take.
I encourage him. Why not uplift him in that moment? Why sit there and try to appeal to these young male gazes? While she is getting some sort of backlash from this situation, it is coming from a lot of the FaZe members, especially the loudest and the proudest of them. But ultimately, they on the right side of history, because what FaZe Kaysan says in this situation is exactly how India Love would feel if anybody did this to her. FaZe Kaysan says, no
What I say.
class, just beyond unnecessary and weird. A commenter says, I mean, Rakai deserved it completely raw. Kaysan responds with, whether whoever deserved it or not, you can't justify that. Beyond unnecessary and disrespectful. And put some respect on Adapt's name. He had an insane year and definitely deserved all the love he got. If there was
And that's why I'm putting mad respect on Adapt name. And the reason why is because he had it insane, bro. If Rakai did, if Adapt didn't pull the stunts and got the clips he did, you would not know of him. Stream, you guys would not know of Adapt if he didn't put in that goddamn hard work. You guys wouldn't even know. My boy's been putting in work. You can't get mad at that. That is hard work, bro. You don't just wake up one day and they just choose you to be in the stream, like just choose you to get an award, bro. That man went hard. Like, I'm not glazing him. I'm not saying anything. I'm saying all of them went hard. They all did. You like, I get that you don't know who he is, but what I'm saying is like this is what I'm saying. Rakai is at a point that he's huge, bro. Like, if we gonna be honest, bro, he's huge. Like, Rakai's not no small streamer, bro. He's a big time streamer. And the fuck, the fuck, man. And DDG is not no small time streamer. Those are both big streamers. Yeah, he's in a phase. He's in a phase house.
The AI needs to be stopped.
Adapt was a part of the old FaZe clan. What they only thing they did was game. The only clips they put out was Call of Duty clips. Bro was he was a part of the old FaZe. They put him in the new FaZe and he flourished. Like, that's the only thing I can say is he flourished. Like, bro, look at his subs, bro. His subs, his followers is what it tells. Now, I do agree that Rakai had a crazy ass year last year, and DDG had some of the crazy. Like, I'm not gonna act like I don't know the type of content they put out, because that's the only thing that could play in the back of my head is the shit that they did last year. But I'm not gonna downplay anybody's success. You feel me?
Was a biggest pick me of the year award and India Love won it, and somebody ran up on stage and said that, oh no, Nina Lynn was the biggest pick me up.
See, and I didn't I say that? Didn't I say that? I was like, that's like if India Love went up stage and somebody came up and was like, no, Nina Lynn or what's the other Wendy should have won. She would have she would have felt some type of way. Let's keep it a beam. She would have felt some type. She probably would have felt some type of the way. She probably would have want to throw hands. Like, that's not. Bro. Those are the type of situation that make you want to throw hands, because like somebody's disrespecting your craft. That's how it feels. Fuck everything else, bro. You disrespecting my craft. You disrespecting the work that I put in to get here. That's how it feels.
Of the year, India Love would be pissed off about it. You can feel the way you feel. Communicate that to your audience, your community. Have that on your stream. But the ways you went about it was very, very childish.
I feel bad for Rakai.
That's what I said.
Because like, then she had, and India had security drag her out for that.
We were sitting right next to her.
And Ray screamed face up when she was getting kicked out.
Now Rakai is brought into some situation and drama that he didn't need to have to be in, which is crazy because you're using him as an excuse for you to be ignorant, for you to be immature, for you to be some sort of pick-me.
And that's not right. And I agree. Like, she should have never used Rakai's name in that type of situation. Because regardless of anything, people are going to associate Rakai with this moment. And he had nothing to do with this moment. But since she said his name is going to be associated with this moment. Oh, India Love said she did this for Rakai. So people, Rakai wouldn't speak up. And then people gonna start bashing Rakai, calling him all type of names because they feel like, you know, he had India. No, it's not that, bro. It's like like I said, this could have been done in a better way. If you really felt some type of way about this, you could have waited till after the show, spoke up, or even even uplifted Rakai. What about throwing a party for him? Okay, Rakai, I know you won, but throw him one of the biggest parties in his life. That would have been uplifting for him. I know you didn't win, but bitch, we going out with a bang.
Now that's pretty slick, dude.
Not too long ago, India Love talked about changing her whole image, you know, as she's aging, not carrying into her next phase in life these childish ways, etc., etc.
I don't know about changing my style at 30, but I'll definitely be elevating my style at 30. And I will be toning it down as far as the raunchiness and my behavior and how I dress. I'm gonna be turning it down. It's not gonna be an overnight thing. But I'm working towards being more modest, and I'm working towards like being more that category. But in due time. I'm not in a rush. I just know what I'm working towards, and I have to put in the work for that. For for sure.
You say you're not rushing changing, but I'm telling you right now, you need to rush to change. And that same night where she bum rushed the stage to give this sort of announcement, she blamed her alcohol and weed addictions as to the reasons why she does the things she does. And she's slowly starting to phase those things out, because at this big age, she needs until January 3rd to learn and establish some sort of boundaries, aka some sort of basic civilities in life.
I want you guys to just be a part of my journey, because it's a journey, and I'm okay with showcasing my ups and downs, and it's okay, but that's what I want to do.
Like, this is my brother. This is why I gotta like say like, you know, we different from opinion, is because I understand, like, we might not like how she's coming out and how she's saying how, you know, she was wrong, but she's clearly, you know, stating her wrongdoing. She's clearly saying that she will change. And with anybody, we can't expect them to change overnight. And if they do change overnight, it's not gonna be the change we want, because they're gonna change overnight and then they're gonna go back to the same way, probably even 10 times worse. Like, what I would say is change take time. And if we really want somebody to change for the best of them, we got to let them change on their own, right? We can't make a decision and say when's the best time for them to change. They got to notice this within. So I do agree. She does need to change some of her ways. And, you know, those ways she does need to change. But I'm not going to bash her for that moment. Like when I said before, she apologized. You know, if you apologize, I got to accept your apology. We got to stop doing that. If somebody apologized and somebody's saying that they apologize for that moment, we got to accept that. That's being a man. That's saying like, all right, man, I accept your apology. That's the man side of you. That's you being like, okay, he apologized for me, so there's nothing else for me to be mad at. What are you going to fight over? Like, you can't brown beat people, bro. You can't brown beat people. This is how, you know, we get the other side feeling some type of way. She start feeling, you know, suicidal in certain type of way. Oh yeah, I did this one moment and I messed up, and now I'm, you know, all my life. But being real, she should have never did it, and I hope that she did learn her lesson. And, you know, if she does it again, fire ass. Dead serious. She does it again, ain't no talking. She need to be deep fried.
January 3rd, no weed, no alcohol.
Talk about accountability.
So
30 years
until
old.
January 3rd, I will learn my boundaries of like how many drinks does it take to get with me type shit, you know?
Well, and why do we keep like, and that type of shit is gonna irritate me. What does age got to do with it, my man? Niggas saying 30 years old, like niggas, some niggas don't take accountability till they 60. Let's be real. The simple fact that she's taking accountability, we gotta accept that. We can't be like, oh, she's 30 years old. Nigga. We got, bro, like let's be real. We fuck up and we older. So are we gonna criticize ourselves for every time we fuck up? Every time you fuck up, you're gonna be like, oh damn dog, I'm 30 years old. I'm 30 years old. No, nigga. We gotta slow down on this, bro. Real talk, you know, everybody, pimps make a mistake, you know, but it's up to them to fix their mistake. And once they fix their mistake, they gotta stand on that shit, man. Period.
Oh, India, you are just the most foolish person in the world. I'm making claims that India Love is a pick-me because I believe that she does all these things for the male gaze, the male attention, and for male validation. I mean, she literally said multiple times that night that she felt like she had to do.
I don't think she's doing this for male validation, because for any of us saying that she's doing this for male validation is very wrong. I think she's doing it for clout, and I'm gonna tell you why. The biggest drug in the world is clout. It's not weed. It's not sex. It's clout. People are dying for clout. So, like, the biggest thing in the world is clout, and that's what she's doing it for. She realized these type of moments these type of moments is what make people. Bro, look at you. You don't, bro. I guarantee you, if she never even had this moment, you probably wouldn't even spoke up on her. But now since she had this moment, you had to speak up on it. Cloud. It's one of the biggest moments in history. Like we can't take that away. We can always see through the bullshit, which we are, but the bullshit starts to get, you know, glary if we start making assumptions. We gotta be real, bro. It's Cloud, bro.
This because the culture or the people in the audience felt a certain way. And you know what, India? Let's see. Let's put that one to the test. You went up there and you said you did it for DDG specifically, but when I went back and looked at how he was responding to you post that event and on stream about the situation, it doesn't seem like he was on your side.
It's 80-20. Yeah, you met him before, but he was asking about you.
Yeah, man.
Yo, Bill,
Yeah.
you cool? Yeah. How you doing, brother? You need to pick me real quick, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, fuck that. Come on, bro. Come on. Real talk.
I seen what India did. I checked on her, made sure she was straight. I know a lot of y'all felt frustrated, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. Shout out to Adapt. Adapt went crazy. Everybody went crazy in their own way. You know, that's the point of a
That's what I said. That's exactly what I said, bro. Everything I'm saying, they just saying it in their different ways, bro. Like I said, everybody went crap. Went crazy in their own way. DDG went crazy. My ball, Rakai had so many crazy. I can't even. And Dapt had crazy streams, bro. With his collabs, bro. Dapt had some of the craziest collabs last year. So I mean, shout out to all three of them, man. I mean, that's why I'm not doing a picking and choose thing. I'm saying that in my opinion, but my opinion don't really matter because it's about what the masses think, right? And I'm not the masses. It's just my opinion. I'm just a solo, you know, person with one opinion. And at the end of the day, I say shout out to all of them because all of them deserve the clout that they're getting. All of them deserve it. I don't think that only one person deserve it. I think all of them deserve it. They all was going hard. They all was putting in that work, so they all deserve to be, you know, respected.
community. It's the point. The point of a community is, nigga, we in this shit together.
Even the person that you went to bat for didn't have as much energy and fervor as you did. Why? Because DDG is almost 30 and he's grown to at least the point where he realizes that, hey, that's not appropriate to do. Oftentimes in this streamer conversation, I give a lot of grace, especially to these newer people who are adjusting to this environment. I do think there's a lot of pressure to perform 24/7 and to make a name for yourself. But I don't think that people realize that before India Love got a microphone in front of her face, people did not know what she sounded like. And she did not say stupid things because she wasn't allowed to speak.
When India Love and her sisters popped up on the scene as our first blazing baddies of IG, we knew nothing of them except for what they looked like. There was a point in time where we did not hear our influencers. We never heard them.
Hey, brother.
We only saw them. They were to be seen and not heard.
I miss it.
To watch her on this stream speak honestly was so jarring for me because she was always almost a figment of my imagination, just a picture. She was always just a picture to me. Seeing her in 3D walking.
But then you're bringing up somebody whose opinion doesn't really matter because she's not as big as India Love, and you think India Love cares about what Miss thinks over here? What I'm saying is we agree that it's distasteful. We don't have to drag it on. I do agree that India Love should have never went in the route that she went, but you know, if somebody says they apologize, we got to stop shooting the cow. You know, it's over with.
Around with the BBL now added, it was so interesting. I'm like, wow, you're real.
And it seems like every opportunity that she's been given a mic, she has literally just embarrassed herself in an attempt to validate herself in front of men who ultimately will not pick her. The stuff she says might sound good in a vacuum, but when you put the caveat on it that she's like 30 for real, she's like 29 in 11 months. She'll be 30 really, really soon. But if you just heard her speak, didn't know her voice, closed your eyes, you would think that this is some sort of
Bro, you said, but this is the, you see, this is the shit that I don't get. At the beginning of the video, my guy says she was 35, and at the end of the video, he's saying that she's 30. She's 35 and she's 30. If she's turning 35, that means that she's turning 30, bro. And you know, like I said, players make mistakes, pimps mess up, but it's what we do after we make that mistake. Like, how we gonna bounce back? Could we bounce back? And it's possible to bounce back. This wasn't the best look for her, but you know, it is what it is.
17-year-old. India has some really bad and embarrassing tape.
You know what my motto is? There's a bitch that turns 18 every day, okay? So you need to be on your shit. And I'm not finna be the bitch that used to be the cool bitch. No, I'm gonna always be the cool bitch forever and ever and ever. And y'all gonna know me as being the original cool LA bitch. That's just what it is. I'm never gonna be like washed. I'm never gonna be like in the past. I'm always gonna be like the one. Like, I'm the blueprint. Like, I know y'all know that.
And let's also not forget about how mean she was at DDG's Are You My Ball love show earlier this year, basically ruining the show by a lot of people's accords by being mean to some of the nicest individuals who are literally just there to play the game.
Are you so shocked? Oh, tell us all about it. I don't know.
I wasn't digging this, and the reason why I wasn't digging this was because this whole time they had us fooled thinking India Love and DDG's a thing, and then at the awards it was like one of the craziest eye-opening moments where, you know, they didn't even really. It was a clip where they didn't even make eye contact. He didn't even talk to her. He went and shook somebody else's hand. He didn't even look her way or nothing. He just kept talking and, you know, was about to go about his day. So this is one of the craziest, you know, things.
I think we go together, but I think we go together.
But then also, like, DDG had made a statement too, and this is what I want to point out. DDG said that, and this is why nobody can really get mad, because DDG even said out his mouth, you think that I'm going to fly women all across the world that I never met before and just hop in a relationship with them? So he knew this was going to happen. DDG simply did this to put all of them on. Look, now every female that was on this show has a following. Every female they can make content and make money off of it. Like, some of them actually came up off of this show. So, I mean, shout out to DDG, man.
I think we go together.
Ooh.
Me and Moo.
Oh, it's over with now. Can I have the ring? I don't think y'all go together. It's not really a chance anymore. But thank you. God bless you, and you look beautiful. All
crazy.
right. We appreciate your time.
So weird. I honestly don't think that this is the lane for India Love, specifically because.
But then you can't blame India Love and not really put any, you know, input on DDG when DDG was back there and he just watched it. Like, DDG watched it happen, and I feel like if anybody had an issue with it and would have said something about it, and that could make us say something about it, would be DDG, and DDG didn't have an issue about it. So I feel like we shouldn't even be commenting on it, because it's not obviously a big problem to where it affected anybody. Everybody literally got to eat off this moment.
I know the trajectory of being a pick-me around all these guys, well, hell, any guys, and what happens to you in your career. When she said she was the blueprint, she was absolutely correct. For a specific generation, she is the blueprint as to how to be a pick-me in this industry, how to go through a bunch of guys in this industry, but ultimately be 29 facing 30, and not saying that age is this super big deal, but specifically speaking, because she has stated these goals about being married, I think it is really relevant.
Like, I really desire my own family and to be a wife and to have.
Yeah, but she can be talking about years to come. Like, you know what I mean? She's probably not even talking about, like, right now. And the reason why, like, I can't really get too mad off of it, like I said, both of those moments that you said was both of her hugest moment in content history. Like, she had some of the biggest moments. That My Ball moment was a huge moment. Everybody felt like she was being salty, and, you know, it is what it is, but it was just a show and everybody was acting, and, you know, and we learned that at the end. And then also this moment right here. At the end of the day, we might feel like it's like a moment that is distasteful or not, but this is a big clout moment for her.